Hey everybody, welcome back to Steelrising, and welcome back specifically to Luxembourg, where we have actually two quick missions in the same spot. Just got to go report to a couple people, and then maybe at that point we'll get to move on to Montmartre. But I have a feeling at least one of these guys is going to send us to go do yet some other task, but we'll find out. Oops. That little flag there last time? Alright, I don't need to talk to Lafayette. I do need to talk to Gregoire.
Can I help you, Aegis?
What is the significance of these objects steeped in memories?
Nemes. I have reread every work that I have on them. Pages that have remained unintelligible to this day. These echoes go back to the beginning of time. To that fateful day in ancient Greece when some dark magician took it into his head to bind a soul to an inanimate object. You see, Aegis, there is nothing more diabolical, nothing more unnatural than this sorcery. The soul is the very essence of the divine. It refuses to submit to such an abomination and resists, eventually breaking. The earliest necromancers whose works have survived through the centuries all describe the same phenomenon. When a soul is fragmented, 3 shards of memory are torn from its consciousness and take shelter in 3 objects that the victim held dear. It's as if these memories wish to remain bound to the mortal who had held them until then.
Sure.
I found this notebook written in Latin.
Indeed. Medieval Latin, to be precise. Oh, hold on. Bon sang. Aegis, what a find. This handwriting. I would recognize it anywhere. It's in Nicholas Flamel's own hand. Give me some time to study this, and I'll tell you what I'm able to glean from it.
Have you finished reading the notebook?
Yes, Aegis, and what I learned from it puzzled
Sure.
me. In this diary, Flamel tells of 3 journeys. 3 journeys into what he calls the in-between. A strange world filled with wandering souls. Tormented spirits that are unable to ascend to heaven.
This world. It's where Cagliostro's victims were trapped until I freed them.
En effet, I believe you're right. But that's not all. Flamel planned to return there a 4th time. He wrote this in the final paragraph, in his handwriting, dated 21st of March 1418. That was the day before he died, Aegis. What if his body died while his soul was traveling through limbo? What if he were trapped, a prisoner in this purgatory? Aegis, because of your unique nature, we have an incredible opportunity.
What do you mean, mon père?
If the soul that animates you has been bound to the automaton that serves as its vessel, then it can be separated from it too. And if this were the case, the soul would travel to purgatory, where Cagliostro entraps the souls of his victims.
Hold on. Are you trying to convince me to go and find Nicholas Flamel?
I'm offering you a chance to speak to the man who discovered the Philosopher's Stone. Surely you won't pass it up.
I'm perfectly happy to pass it up.
Into purgatory. Do I even have a chance of finding him there?
Certainly. According to this journal, the soul flies to the zenith of the place where it left the body of the deceased. Or that of the pilgrim, in this case. If Flamel's soul is trapped in purgatory, as we've guessed, you'll need to go to the house where he drew his dying breath.
Is it still standing?
Of course. It's on Rue de Montmorency, in the Quartier de l'Hôtel de Ville. You can get there via the cemetery of the Église Saint-Jacques.
And how do you plan to free my spirit from this automat?
We would simply need to break the bond between them. To do this, we would need to stop your machinery. For a short time, of course. We don't want to lose you, ma chère. As for the rest, it will be a question of mechanics, chemistry, or electric currents, or something or other. Therein lies the problem. This is far beyond my comprehension. But it is fascinating, isn't it? Perhaps Monsieur Bailly and Monsieur Lavoisier could shed some light on the matter.
Goodbye, mon père.
So the idea that I should let this guy rip my soul out of my body just doesn't seem like a great idea. I don't know if that's a controversial thing for me to say, but I'm not into it. Where the hell is Bailey? Right there.
Monsieur Bailly, I found this box with astronomical symbols on it. I believe it belongs to Vaucanson's daughter.
Athenais' secret box. I built it with my own hands. It was my gift to her on her 15th birthday.
I wasn't able to open it.
Naturellement. Athenais and I are the only ones who know how. Allow me. You must arrange the planets the way they were aligned on the day of Athenais' birth. Voila, like this.
What's this locket?
Athenais is always wearing this. It contains a portrait of her late mother. She said it was her most cherished possession in all the world. To think, the poor child never knew her own mother.
Now we in another dream sequence now.
You monster! What did you do to her?
So am I Athenais de Vaucanson after all this time? Is that what's going on here? She turns out to secretly be an ass kicker.
Good God. Ludia, what happened? You froze the moment you touched the locket. I thought I'd lost you.
I saw her. Athenais de Vaucanson. The Comte de Cagliostro has her.
Mon Dieu. It is just as I feared.
He bound her spirit to an automat.
Please, say no more. Athenais. It is her spirit that animates you, is it not?
Yes. I believe so.
Seigneur, quelle abomination. It is vital that you go and find Athenais as soon as possible.
She is right in front of you. I am Athenais.
Alas, I fear that is not entirely accurate. You know nothing of Athenais, Ludia. Nothing of her past, her joys, her suffering.
Why are we Ludia all of a
Nothing
sudden?
of her love for her father. You are but the vessel that harbors the poor child's soul.
Where can I find Athenais' body?
God only knows. Although I assume that the Comte de Cagliostro is taking pains to keep her alive, this is certainly the only way to keep her spirit alive in you. The only way to free her is to find her body.
Why was Eugène de Vaucanson imprisoned in the Bastille?
Once he discovered the king's true intentions, he refused to continue cooperating with him. He refused to use his talents to create this abominable army. But the king didn't take kindly to his resignation. Eugène did manage to get a letter to me just before he was arrested. Here, take it.
Sent to the Bastille, able to escape, hunt her down, go to a rescue. Gotcha. So do I have to talk to both of them then? Let's just see if he's got anything else to say right now.
Monsieur Bailly,
Yeah.
do you think there is any way to interrupt my internal clockwork?
A most unusual thought. What do you have in mind, Aegis?
I would like to briefly sever the bond between my spirit and this automat.
It is a very strange request, madame. For what purpose do you seek to free your soul from its shell?
Spite.
Oh, that dreadful place. Why on earth would you want to go there?
I gotta find a dead guy for some reason.
You must understand, madame, that your very nature is a mystery to us. We are ignorant as to the principle that imbues you with life, nor do we know how your machinery works. That is why it is impossible for us to make even the slightest alteration. It would mean taking an unacceptable risk. Of course, if we had documents that could shed light on the matter.
Antoine, the blueprints.
What blueprints, mon ami?
Ludia's. Eugène gave them to me when he was working on the modifications ordered by the king. He wanted my opinion on the potential for reducing the size of certain key parts. The documents are obsolete now, but they could tell us quite a bit about the mechanical principles that are shared by Ludia and Aegis.
Bon sang, you're right. Where are the blueprints now?
Alas, the situation is not in our favor. I kept them in the safe at the observatory, but earlier, when I went there to collect my most important documents, before setting off for the convent, I found looters making off with its contents.
Blasted scavengers. Their kind are always quick to make the most of chaos.
I chased them to the keys, but was unable to apprehend them. When they disappeared into an underground passageway under the Louvre, I decided it was best not to follow them.
You acted wisely, mon ami. The automats are everywhere, and the marauders don't stand much of a chance.
Okay. What did I miss? Like, let's... Ludia and Aegis are two different people? Aegis. Okay. So is there a mention of a Ludia in here? Like, why? No, not a thing. That's so weird. All right, whatever. So, okay, let's get out of here. So, nothing else to do in here, but I think my theory that I was going to be able to move on to Montmartre is probably not correct. At least a little bit more running around to do first. Oh, back to the Tuileries again to get the blueprints. All right. I'm about to say, yeah, I don't feel like this should be too far away, though, because the key is right here, and I remember I've already gotten into the area underneath them. So getting down there again shouldn't be complicated. Let's see what we got here. Alright, obviously I can kick that down. This will get opened up later.
Monsieur.
Huh? Who goes there? Oh, so, let's get the hell out of here! Run, Claude! Run if you can! Oh, my lure! I told you we get caught!
Alright. That guy sounded badly injured a minute ago, so I hope he's okay, I guess. Essence of a warrior. Ow. What's down here? Oh no, 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 no. So just a couple pieces of cast iron then, although it looks like there's... No, that one's just a hole in the ceiling. I can't climb up through that. Alright then. Upgrade mats are upgrade mats, I suppose. Is this the one that was blocked a minute ago? Yeah, I think it was. Don't really care what's in that bag.
Looters from the observatory. Poor souls. They didn't stand a chance.
Oh, hey there, guys. Oh, thought I killed both of them with that one swing. All right, that was a little sticky. Huh. That means this must be what I'm looking for.
Gladius blueprints. Fortunately, they are in perfect condition. Monsieur Bailly will be delighted.
Okay, but who is Ludia? Like, how did I miss this? Are there two of me? Yeah, whatever. We're going to go ahead and use that token. And then... Alright. So I gotta go back no matter what. $24,000. I'm only at 12, so I'm not even close, really, to getting that upgraded. I'm really tempted. I mean, maybe not, though, because there's probably pointless for a lot of these. Because at this point, I've jacked my powers up so much compared to everything else. Alright, we're going to go ahead and pop back just long enough to get that upgrade, and then, or, well, upgrade, whatever it is. Because it's just directly up the stairs here, so. Like, really don't know if trusting these chuckleheads is a great idea, but
Monsieur B. Here are the blueprints you asked for.
yes, we already talked
Your
about it.
thieves were not able to profit much from their theft.
Certainly, sir. Let us look at these
No, Antoine, the F-wheel is not part of the cog that transfers the driving...
Diable, you're right. It's driven
Precisely.
true. All we would have to do is
And to put them back in place...
You will not be able to assist.
You must be.
By no means.
Unfortunately, madame,
Oh, ça,
once your spirit is untethered...
Hold on, my dear Antoine. Is it...
Yes, it is.
Oh, so...
The dial has marks from...
It was to allow Eugène to plan the...
Oh, I see. And by...
Nous y sommes, mon ami.
Will Aegis be able to...
We'll make it easier for her. All you have to do is put a bolt there that she... Yes, a small iron rod will suffice. When the timer dial reaches... However, given the dial's fragility...
Are you
Of
sure
course.
that the bond between...
Ma foi, what do you say, mon père?
Don't be afraid, Aegis. Your soul will seek refuge in the only...
Well then,
Let's begin.
voila. Everything is in place. When it's time, just pull on this metal loop to start the timer.
Remember, you will have 15 minutes and no more before your spirit returns to your body. We wish you good luck, madame.
Remember, to get to Rue de Montmorency, you're best going through the cemetery behind the Église Saint-Jacques in the Quartier de l'Hôtel de Ville. Here is the key to the gate. Our prayers are with you, my child.
Okay. So they want me to go to the upside down. For some reason. To talk to Nicholas Flamel. For some reason. Ugh, back here again. Alright, let's see how fast we can knock this out. At least the in-between presumably will be somewhere new. Okay, that is a really long spear. I feel bad for that guy. Oops. Okay, so I can't go this way then. Alright, not that way. I said to go through the cemetery. Ow. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, really? Well, that's why we used that. Oops. Oh, it's got some range on it. Alright, I gotta get you killed. There we go. Looks like both these are going to end up in the same spot, but... You hit hard. Alright, well, since we died again anyway, we'll go ahead and stop here. We will pick up the next episode from this exact spot, and we will continue trying to find the in-between. So, if you're having fun, like, subscribe, all that stuff. Tell your friends. I will see you soon with more from Steelrising. As always, thanks for watching.